whatever you want.
Hi members, welcome to our fourth installment of Tip of the Week. Today we're going to discuss ball position. That is, where is the ball located relative to your body when you set up to the golf ball? We do not keep the ball position in the same spot on all our shots. Kyle's here today to help us show you how to set up with the best ball position that's going to work for your swing. Kyle?
Thanks, Jim. So I've got a couple clubs here. I've got a 9-iron and I have a 3-wood. And there's a difference between how the 3-wood comes down to make contact and a 9-iron. So one, we're going to take a divot, and the other one we're not. So with that being said, a divot, we're coming more steeply down. Ball position plays a factor.
Sure.
The other one, we're going to be coming more up on the shot. Ball position plays a factor. And that's what we're going to talk about and demonstrate today.
Okay, let's see it, Kyle.
So if I have, you can see there's a little bit of a setup here. And this is going to represent my target line, and then this represents my toe line. This represents my ball position. So to keep it in the simplest form, I like to think of it this way. Here it is in the middle of my stance. All woods, hybrids, has to be somewhere in this area. And then all irons, wedges, has to be somewhere in this area. Now to get kind of specific, if I were to start with a wedge, and then I slowly work my way into a wood, truly the only thing that's moving is my right foot. Ball position doesn't necessarily change. It does a little bit, but not too much. So with a 3-wood, I like to feel my ball position more in the front of my stance. When I swing to come down, I've already bottomed out, and the club is now going to be slightly on its way back up. And I'm not going to really be taking a divot.
Great, Kyle. Now show us how a wedge would work.
So if I have a wedge or a 9-iron, you can see now my ball position's further back in my stance. And as I come down, not only is the club a little bit steeper coming down, but you can notice my head is a little bit in front of the ball as well. And that'll encourage us to take a divot. So I come down, strike the ball, take my divot, and I have a follow through. Those are the major differences between a fairway wood hybrid driver and an iron. Would you like me to hit a shot and demonstrate?
Yeah, why don't you do that? I'm going to move the camera behind Kyle so you can see how his workstation here with his alignment sticks have set up.
So you can see here is my target line. Here I have my foot line. This is the intended line for where I want the ball to go. So if we were to go down to the driving range and set something up like this that's similar, we call it a workstation, to try to get a better idea of where the ball needs to be placed in our swing. So I've got more of a wedge here in my hand. So the ball is going to be slightly back. And Jim, how close do you think I can get this today?
I'm thinking you can get it within 10 feet.
Let's see if I can start it just a little bit to the right and draw it back in.
Nice,
looks
Kyle.
like I'm more like 25 feet.
Yeah, a little bit long. I think you might use less club on this shot or shorten it up. Let's see one more.
So again, I find my ball position. I have my feet, my hips, and my shoulders all facing the same direction, just as we talked last week in Tip of the Week. Once I have that ready to go,
That's much better, Kyle. It's right at it. Great shot.
looks like it's about 7 feet.
Right. Now, Kyle, as you just saw that you took a nice divot with both those shots, when you have a wood in your hand, let's pick up your wood and show us when you set up to the wood when it's off your left foot or more off your left foot, and just make sure that we show our viewers that our whole body is now square. And even though the ball is left in our stance, we keep our shoulders, our hips, and our feet square to those alignment sticks. So that if you reached out to the ball and didn't square your shoulders up, your shoulders would be wide open or going way left. Now you've got your shoulders realigned, square, and now you, of course, can swing it back and get through it.
That's a great point, Jim. So if I want to try to hit the ball straight, common sense tells us let's get our feet, hips, shoulders, club face all moving in the same direction with our club path. So I swing back, I swing through, and it's going to be more of a swing that's flatter, is the term that they use, that doesn't produce a divot. Now there's a house behind the green. I don't know if I should hit a shot here, but I think we get the general idea.
Yep, Kyle, I think that's great. Well, Kyle, thank you so much. I think everybody's learned a lot today from ball position, and they're going to get out there on the driving range here at Ardsley and make sure they practice it before they head out in the beautiful links that Brody has kept in such great shape this spring. Thank you, everyone.